exercise will not only get you toned and tightened for your big day, but it's perfect for an overwhelmed bride. Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today Shelly McDonald is going to show us some exercises that are perfect for even the busiest of brides.
So a great exercise to shape those shoulders for that strapless dress is what Veronica's doing right now, which is an easier version of the lateral raise. So if you're just starting out, you want to bend your elbows at 90 degrees, just like this. Now if you want to take it up a notch, you'll take those arms wider like this. But make sure that your elbows always stay slightly bent and try to keep your wrists very straight so that your hands don't drop like this. And that should tone up those shoulders very nicely. It's important to start this workout plan about 12 to 16 weeks before your wedding date, and at least 2 to 3, if not 4 days a week. Now, it's also a good idea to do it in the morning, just in case other commitments come up during the day. You know you've got your workout out of the way and you can get on with your wedding planning. So another great exercise if you want to tone and tighten up the back muscles, again for this great strapless look, is an exercise that Veronica is going to show you. This is an easier version of the exercise, and it's basically trying to tighten up all those postural muscles in between the shoulders. So you'll notice she has 90 degrees between the elbow, wrist, and shoulder, and she's just lifting and lowering and keeping her head in what's called neutral, looking down and very straight. If you wanted to take it up a notch, once you're finished doing those ones, is you could open up the arms and lean forward and use weights. Now again, keep the action going from the shoulders and not throwing the arms out like this. It's got to come from the shoulder area and you should feel it through the back. Women need to get over their fear of working out with weights. Weight training often burns more calories than cardio. And remember, when your muscle changes, you actually burn more calories during the day just doing everyday activities. Whether you need your legs to dance all night long or look great in that bikini, the squat is one of the best ways to tone and tighten up your legs and buns really fast. So Veronica's going to show you the basic squat with some weights in her hand. Although you don't necessarily need weights, it's a good idea just because it helps you get there faster. So you take your feet hip distance apart, and you just imagine yourself sitting and standing in a chair. And you try not to let your knees go too far over your toes, and you really make contact with your heel against the floor. Now, if you want to add a little something to that squat, you can add some upper body to it by taking the weights to your shoulder and lifting them up. It's just like as if you were lifting a box or something off the floor and putting it on a shelf. So now you're working the legs, the buns, the low back, the shoulders, and a little bit of the biceps. Great way to get fit fast. If you're going to choose exercises that use multiple muscle groups like legs and abs, or legs, abs, and upper body. That way you won't spend tons of time in the gym. So even though it's a day full of love and joy, I'm going to show you an exercise that helps you get rid of something that we don't love that much, and that's the love handles. So this is a great exercise that you don't need any equipment but maybe a mat for. Just the key to this exercise is to stay in line. Ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, one long line. Relax the head on the arm so the neck is not stressed. And think about pulling up with those love handle muscles right in the waistline. You'll also feel it in the inner thighs. That's an added bonus. And then if you wanted to take it up a notch, you would add some weight to it. Put the weight on your leg, stay very flat and lift. And each time you try to get your legs a little bit higher to add a little more intensity to that exercise. So remember, you don't have to go quickly. You don't want to do too much too fast. You're just going to end up sore and not end up doing most of the exercises. Look at the beginning phases of the exercises we show you and try those first before moving on to the next level.